Hi, I'm Chas with Chas's Crazy Creations, and today I'm going to upcycle an old plaque that I found at a thrift store and turn it into a new autumn sign for fall. Let's get started. Here's the plaque in its original form. I remember a lot of people having this picture in their home growing up. I painted the top part with folk art coastal sea salt texture paint, and I left the outside edges the way they were as I wanted to keep some of that wood and vintage look. Once the paint dried completely, I placed my folk art stencil on top. I also used several folk art and apple barrel acrylic paints to complete this project. I placed some of the acrylic paint on a paper plate to get started. I used a stencil brush and I dabbed it into the paint and then pounced the brush on top of the stencil. I started with one color on the outside and then I would use a second color in the middle. Once I got the look I was achieving, I lifted the stencil carefully. I continued to do this with the different leaf stencils all around the plaque. I would start with one color on the outside and a second color on the inside. As I got more comfortable with this, I started adding a third or fourth color into some of them as well. I had fun mixing several of the colors together to create the look I was wanting. Once I was done adding the leaves, I let it dry completely. I added a piece of painter's tape to the bottom as I was going to be stenciling next. Using plaid stencils, I placed them onto the painter's tape and began using a pencil to trace where I would want the letters to be so that I could evenly space them. Using apple barrel chocolate sprinkle acrylic paint, I took my stencil brush and tapped and pounced it into the stencil letter. I did my stencils out of order to make sure that the paint could dry between and I didn't smear it. Once all the letters were done, I pulled up the painter's tape. I let it dry completely, and then I took it outside and sprayed it with Patricia Nimmock's acrylic sealer. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to take an old plaque and turn it into a new sign for your home. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.